Welcome back to Malt Mondays. I'm Paul, and today I'm taking a look at the GlenGrant 16-year-old. This was one of GlenGrant's higher-end offerings until a few years ago. They got rid of their previous line, updated everything, and this has been discontinued. So they've redone all their bottlings, and now they have, a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old, 18, 25, and some other specialty bottlings in between. This is from their old line of products. So that being said, you may not be able to find this around, or you may see it on discount, like I did. I think this runs around $80 a bottle, and I picked it up around half of that. Right away, looking at the label here, we see that it's aged 16 years, intense ripe orchard fruits, lingering finish, and it's bottled at 43% ABV. So we'll see if intense ripe fruits is accurate and how the finish is. Take a taste here. So it smells extremely similar to Glenfiddich. There's a lot of those light pears and apple. A little bit of malted barley, but almost no oak at all, which, given that it's 16 years old, is a little bit unusual, so probably they used all refill casks. The nose is pleasant, but it's not very complex. I will say this is an extremely subtle whiskey. It's extremely light-bodied. It's something that you'll probably have to sit and try a couple times before you can appreciate what it brings to the table. Because it's not going to blow you away with intensity like Laphroaig or like a Macallan that are super rich and dense. So we'll see how it tastes. It tastes very similar to Glenfiddich also. You get those pears and apples again. Maybe a hint of milk chocolate, but you get more of the malt on the finish, but it's not a lingering finish. For $80, this is very disappointing. Now, I paid less than that, and I feel like at half of that, this is definitely worth it. But again, it's so similar to the Glenfiddich style, which is not my favorite style of single malt, that it's going to be kind of really up to your taste preference. I like this okay now and again, but this is not something that I would go to on a regular occasion to drink. I'm just not that big a fan of the super light, really kind of thin whiskeys. That being said, it's extremely smooth, and if you're someone just getting into whiskey, this is something that you're going to enjoy a lot because it's not really bold flavorings, it's not smoky, and it's just going to be very pleasant to drink. So if I was going to give this a score, I would probably give it a 78 out of 100. And the only reason I wouldn't give it more than that is because of the price. I think at $80, you have way too much competition that's a lot better in terms of complexity. This whiskey is just too simple in the flavor profile, and it doesn't really bring enough maturity to the table to justify that price tag when you compare it to Lagavulin or the Macallans that you can get in the $80 price range. But that's all up to your taste preference, so if you disagree with me, that's fine. But keep in mind, this is from the perspective of someone that's not a huge fan of Glenfiddich, and I tend to like more boldly flavored whiskeys. So please like, share, subscribe, and come back next week. Thanks for watching.